All right, Earth signs. This is my November projections for you. So Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, whether you're Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Moon, North Node, whatever resonates with you. If you're super into astrology and you're like, I want to explore this right now, and you have a placement in Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you're like, I wonder what we have to say about that today. Welcome. Absolutely go back and watch whatever ones resonate with you. So we're going to start with Taurus. Taurus, this one's for you. The Devil. Oh, imagine a Taurus with a crutch or an attachment to the physical world. Can you imagine? I'm sorry. It's so stereotypical of me to say that, but I just thought it was kind of funny. Victory. The World. What is your stubborn ass doing? It feels like you're like, oh, I knew it. I was right. Look. It's good though. It's good though. It feels like you really stood by something. The Empress in reverse. You're reaping the benefits of being stubborn. You're reaping the benefits of using your stubborn energy for a good thing. The Magician. Oh, awesome, Taurus. Awesome. The Moon. So you might be having quite a bit of anxiety right now. The eclipse might be causing you some anxiety. Things are going good. Things are going awesome. It feels like you're more in control, more in power of your life. And the Magician's awesome. You're making shit happen. You're reaping physical benefits. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse lets me know that you're feeling more involved with family, friends, money. You have more money coming in. The Empress in reverse, though, lets me know that you're not as connected to your emotions. There's something you're avoiding in your emotions. So that's what you might be struggling with. The success you're reaping is because of your crutch to do so well and stuff. You know, have you ever heard of high function anxiety? And you're just so terrified to fuck something up or do it wrong or do it bad that people are like, wow, you're so amazing, you do so good every time, and inside you're like, I cannot, like, I'm gonna die, like, I'm so stressed out about this. And you're like not taking time for yourself or expressing your emotional needs. So that's what the theme for you this November is coming through. You're gonna have to talk more about your emotional needs. The energy is gaining momentum. It's coming for you. I don't mean to say that. No, you have other good things going on in your life. I feel like it's okay for me to tease you right now because, like, it's like a joke. Like, it's coming for you. It's a good thing it's coming for you. Confidence is your key to success. So yeah, being more confident and letting people know, like, I deserve to have my needs met. I deserve to have that. Communication. What did I just say? Telling people your needs. A personal issue reaches resolution. So it seems like it's going to go fine. It seems like it's going to go good. So talk about your needs. Tell people what you need. It feels like you're struggling right now and you really want to focus more on what you can do physically, what you can distract yourself with, whether it's like with a project or something. But there's something that's calling you to your emotional needs. And you need to be focusing on that because yes, you did good. You got, yes, you're right. Everything went your way, but you're seriously avoiding something within yourself. Let's explore that more. Capricorn, I use, of course. So this is ruled by Capricorn as well. So with you, really, 9th house, faith. You're being called to really tap into your intuition more. And I analyze. So that's so funny because those are the other two earth signs. Taurus, I just keep feeling like the energy of this message is like, yes, Taurus, you've done well. You were right. You did good. You did it. I don't know what you did, but I'm just like feeling so compelled to tell you right now, like, you did it. Like, you're over the worst of it. Like, you were right. You proved them all wrong. But you're still right now, your challenge during the eclipse season is learning how to use all this cool, like really awesome energy that you have for getting shit done and doing it the right way. Now is the time to use those skills and bring them into a world that you feel kind of out of touch with, which is like intuition, emotions, spirituality, shadow work, therapy, that kind of stuff. So that's what I see for you, Taurus, this coming November. You're going to be, so it's like you beat the level of this game, you're the best at this game, blah, blah, blah. And it's like someone's like, all right, it's time to beat all the levels in this game. Are you ready? Like, you're really good. You know how to beat stuff. You know how to figure it all out. You know how to do it good. So let's do it good over here now. So that's the biggest message I'm receiving for Taurus. I want to say good job, whatever you did. Congratulations on it. And hope to see you soon. Thanks, Taurus. All right, my Virgo sun, moon, risings, north nodes. If you're just super into astrology and you're like, oh, my such and such is in Virgo and I'm just curious about that right now, welcome. Take a look. Take a little look. Have a little sit. I'm hearing all my life I had to fight. All right, Page of Cups. You. Okay, so like not all of my piles are going through it. Be sure to go through and check your moon pile too, because this isn't your whole story, right? This is just a chapter in your story. This is just like, you know, in a TV show where they switch back and forth in the family between what's going on. It feels like it. Make sure you check your moon or your rising sign or your sun sign, whatever you're watching right now, because what I'm about to tell you is that like you're having a bad time, but there's other parts of your life that you're still having a good time in. So go look at my other videos for your moon or your rising, whatever. High Priestess. Okay, that's good. Your intuition's still good. You're standing in your power. But it does feel very emotional, like you're really fighting for something here. Yeah. You feel like you've missed out on something. You feel like something is being... You're having these reverse cards are making me think that like something you wanted so bad, Virgo, and you're not getting it. You're not getting it, and you might not get it. There's other... You might have wanted more connection with people, more celebrations with people. It feels like some of you, some things coming up, maybe some baby showers, weddings, you know, you still might be invited to some of those, but it feels like something you really, really are fighting hard for, you didn't get. Maybe you were trying to get like a job promotion, or like you were really interested in this person and you put a lot of effort into them and like made all their favorite meals, something. You really thought you were doing super, super good and you were trying really hard, but you just didn't get it in the end. And that's okay too, because, you know, people are allowed to say no, and it feels like a big rejection happened. It feels like you're gonna have to walk away from certain people. Feels like you don't want to walk away from these things, but it feels like some people are draining you. Some people might be taking advantage of you too. So you've either been rejected or you're feeling very drained. You feel like you're putting in a lot of work for this, and people are just like, yeah, sure, keep going, keep doing more, and you're kind of not seeing anything back from it. You're not getting anything back from it right now, and it feels like you're just trying so hard and dumping into like this empty space. So So like I said, please make sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and look at some other readings, because this one's a little intense and I don't want you to get disheartened. Communication is key. Make sure you're telling these people your dreams need a practical plan. So you're not being very practical right now too. Like the emotions are running high. The answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. But this is letting me know that you might not have been practical in it. Like what you thought and what you've been taught to do, and like be selfless like that and give so much of yourself. Again, another stereotype of the Virgo, I'm sorry. But like that giving nature, Virgo, you have to reel it in. You have to reel it in, and you have to realize that you weren't being practical. And I don't want to victim blame, but it's important for you to learn from this people-pleasing behavior. It's important for you to learn from that obviously it's not going to be reciprocated. So you can't keep doing that for people. You can't keep putting yourself in those situations, because it's not good for you, right? And when we know better, we do better. I'm not blaming you. I'm letting you know that now that you know, now that you're aware of it, right? I don't want you to feel like called out or attacked. I want you to know that this is just the math and science of it. This is just the facts of it, right? So now you can go forward and not do that with people. And you have to stop expecting people, you know, people don't have to do anything. We're not entitled to anybody. So if you cater to someone and you keep doing it and you keep wondering why you're not getting anything back from them, you have to stop. You have to let that go, and you have to tell them, hey, I can't do this for you anymore. It almost feels like they won't even care either. This person is just so like aloof and like whatever, and you're gonna be really upset about it. It's like, you don't care that I'm just gonna like not do this anymore. You know what I mean? You feel so unappreciated. Partners, this could be directly related to a person or a partner in your life. Sacrifice, again, I had this with another pile, I think in the fire signs. For sacrifice, we have to remember sacrifice doesn't mean what a Virgo thinks it means. And self-sacrifice, it means sacrificing a relationship with someone or a situation or our old ways of thinking. We're getting rid of it. We're sacrificing it so we can have new ways of thinking. We sacrifice our old shitty partner so we can have a better partner. Don't literally like sacrifice them, you know what I mean? But like sacrificing that so that you can enjoy better things. Capricorn, I use. And Jupiter, abundance. So that's a nice little gift underneath. So the message for you for this, the eclipse season coming up, you're going to be faced with understanding how abundant you are and understanding how abundant the rest of the world is, and you don't need to keep focusing so intensely on this one thing, this one person, this one situation. There's so much more out there waiting for you. Again, partners, this has to do with how you work with other people. So 7th house in astrology has to do with partnerships, like whether it's like whether you go into business with a partner, or whether you partner up on a project, that kind of thing. It's how you work with one-on-one with other people, whether it's romantic, work, day-to-day, anything. You're learning how to not sacrifice so much of yourself and how to get rid of those old ideas. And the Capricorn here too is letting me know that you have the tools. You know, I use Capricorn. You might even have Capricorn placements in your chart as well. Capricorn, talk to me. You're going to be fine going forward. Once you move through this, it feels like some of you won't. It feels like, Virgo, this is a big struggle for you, but it feels like this is the gift that's on the other side. Is what you're going to learn from this, you'll be able to use forward in the future. You're going to be able to see a person and be like, oh no, I know if I get involved with them, it's going to, you know, trigger that part of me that wants to do for them, right? So that's what I see for you in the eclipse season. Make sure that it feels like you really, really badly don't want to let this go. So the only thing I can tell you at this time, Virgo, is it would be better for your emotional state of being to let it go, to focus on going forward, to focus on moving forward. I don't know what that looks like for you, but make sure you're telling people your feelings. Make sure you're saying, this makes me feel. And if they don't listen to your feelings, then you can't keep holding on to them so tightly. They have to go. They have to go. You have to let them go. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. Again, check the other ones. Check your astrology chart. Check for your moon, rising, and sun. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, Capricorn, if you have a Capricorn moon, sun, rising, or if you just have a Capricorn north node and you're super into astrology and you're like, I wonder what Capricorn says about my north node right now, we're going to be checking in on that. Watch as many of these videos as you would like. Woo. Capricorn, it's time to take a rest. Do you do that, Capricorn? Do you do that? Okay. Time for some inner travel. Time for some inner work. Do you want to feel some feelings, Capricorn? No? You have to. You have to. It's time for that. It's time to explore your inner feelings. And you're scared to go inside there, but it's good because the Tower is in reverse. So that lets me know that before the eclipse is probably when it was the worst. And man. Capricorn. What are you doing right now? Page of Cups. This is a good time though. It feels like it's going to be okay. So it feels like you're like, oh fuck, I really have to pay attention to this now, don't I? It feels like you're really being forced to look at something. You have taken the time to rest. And it's almost like the Tower, I want it to be over here, but it's like the Tower happened, and now that you have this time to rest, now you're really absorbing it and thinking about it and processing it. And you might have been hiding something from people, and you might be reaping the effects of that. You might have been reaping, people might be mad at you, Capricorn. I don't want to say, if you come here and you're like, I didn't know anyone was mad at me, that message isn't for you. This is for the people who know what have happened already. Something you've done might have upset someone. What did you do? Yeah, it was like something, it could have been, it's not like hiding, like you were cheating on your spouse or you stole something. I mean, it could be, but it feels like this is a general reading for all Capricorns and Capricorn placements. But it feels like you were hiding something too. You might have been hiding your emotions from people, and they're like, I wish you would have told me that. If you had told me that, we wouldn't have had this big fight, blah, 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 blah. If you had just told me that, it wouldn't have even gone this far, is what I'm hearing for you, Capricorn. So you're learning, you're just starting new with like, okay, let's explore these feelings then. I guess I should take more time to learn about this. I got a time to give rather than take. So you might have to be doing some damage control. And I think if you take the time to apologize and talk about your feelings with some people, especially around the new moon eclipse, because we have a solar eclipse coming up, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it feels good. Your commitment's being tested. This could be like an error you made, and the person's like, I wish you would have told me. If you had just communicated with me, like we wouldn't have had this happen. So it's being tested in the sense saying like, can you show up? Can you show up for this person? Can you show up for this situation? You know, you've got the tools, you've got the skills. You've made an error, you made an oopsie, but it feels like you're past it now. You're ready to kind of deal with it. So like I said, for some people, eclipse energy is like worse before, in the middle, and after. It feels like it's already happened in the eclipse seasons, like wrapping it up for you. So this is what you're being asked to do. I feel it's time to feel your feelings. Yeah, it's time to feel them. What did you feel? What should you have said? I use. So all those skills you have and that knowledge you have, we have to fucking bring it back to emotions. How can you figure out your emotions better? All that hard work and discipline you've put into mainline, like really getting your shit down good. Sacrifice. We've had this card a couple times today. 10th house. And guess who rules the 10th house? Capricorn. The world. So it feels like this is a big challenge, and despite everything going on, your Capricorn energy of like fucking going out, killing it, figuring out the best way to do it, being in charge and being in control, or the image that you like of having being in charge and being in control and not seeing anyone, not letting anyone see you, kind of like emotional and stuff, you still have good stuff coming to you. Especially, it feels like the work that you have done, you're going to be rewarded for. So make sure that you're still doing the emotional work. And we have the Neptune sacrifice. So there's a sacrifice, an old way of being. And this Hangman in the reverse lets me know you're kind of grasping the concept of it right now. So I'll just talk about it a little bit. The idea that we have to always, I know this is hard for you Capricorn, always look a certain way, or not, you know, it feels like you've hidden a lot of things that didn't even need to be hidden because you were terrified of how people would perceive you or how they would react to you, when you could have just talked about it to begin with and you would have been fine. So there's sacrificing that way of being. You know, we're getting rid of that. It feels like you're grasping the concept, but now it's time to put it into action here. So that's the main theme I'm seeing for you in November after the eclipse. It feels like it's slowly dying down, but you still have to do the work if you want to fix this. Which it's being suggested you do fix it. The situation in your life is still good for you and good things can come out of it, but you're going to have to do some damage control, Capricorn. Again, make sure to check your sun, moon, rising, because there's more messages. We don't have to focus on this challenging one. So I hope you like your reading today. Thanks so much.